Hey, how y'all doing today? I'm back again. And I know I'm in this kitchen with this horrible light. I realized that yesterday, but we'd be good today. I wanted to come back because Spirit has been moving me to speak for the past week or so about compassion. And so yesterday, I spoke about compassion, right? And I thought that was good enough for them. Nah, ancestors said, look, that's a little bit, it's a start, it's a beginning, but I need you to continue to finish this out. So I'm going to try to do that. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm going to keep doing it until they tell me to stop. And hopefully I'm doing it correctly in the right way and to their likeness. You know, my ancestors be tripping, you know? But yes, so we're going to be talking about compassion until we can't talk about it no more, I guess, until the Spirit moves me to stop. Before we do that though, I wanted to say this on my walk this morning. I was thinking about how I'm not like most spiritual people, advisors, coach, therapists, mentors, conscious black folks, woke gatekeepers, two-spirited, whatever you want to call me. I'm not like most of them. And one of the I said made because I am made. One of the main reasons why I'm not like most of them is because I am joyful. I am upbeat, happy, and I speak about happiness and joy majority of the time. And reality is, I'm gonna call my daughter Flexion. This water's boiling for your liking now. You gonna come put the noodles in it? Thank you. We better go work on this bus, and we need food for when we get back. But I'm making my juice again this morning, so I'm not like like I said, I'm not like most. You know, she just comes in here and always wants something from me. She needs everything. You know, I just don't understand why my child, that's all I guess I got to say, is my child. You need anything else from me?
A spoon.
Now she needs a spoon.
And you to unplug the blender when you finish using it.
She is a hostile creature I created. I should punch her with the spoon. Anywho. She's making news for our pesto pasta later on, which is we use the remaining of the spinach and greens and mix it with the other stuff to make it pesto. That way we get our veggies as well. But see, now she don't make me lose my track and my focus and my thought process. You still talking to me? Distractions, Lord. Distractions. This is what I'm talking about. This is how I get distracted on a daily basis. I be trying to bring it in, but no. People ain't heard. You're supposed to cause distractions. Okay.
Where's
all right.
My spoon?
So
I dropped my spoon in the thing, in the boiling water, because she wanna.
So I gotta redo this whole video because of you?
No.
She just gets on my nerves with this. Okay. That's my daily news. So, yeah, because I always talk about joy. That's it, joy, right? Happy, joy. So I'm always talking about joy and happiness and positive and good things. And I don't really focus on all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world. And so a lot of people is thrown off by that. Like, you're always happy. And I've said this before in the video. Are you always speaking about joy? But everything has to have balance, right? And so there's plenty of people out there talking about crazy stuff. And one day I might do that next week. I don't know. But I try to keep stuff upbeat and happy as possible and try to help people how to feel happy and be happy. Because if we don't have happiness and joy, if we don't keep ourselves uplifted, then what are we living for? To be sad and depressed all the time? Everything is balance, right? It goes down, then it comes up, and it goes down, and comes up, it goes down, and it's come up. You know, everything has to have balance. We got to meet somewhere in between. Can't always be down. Got to be up sometime, you know? And you can always be here, but you got to be both, right? So, yeah. So, shout out. Anywho, what was I saying? Yes, so hopefully most of my videos attract those who need to attract. For those who wants to figure out how to be happy, and to find peace and balance within themselves, right? And so let's jump right into this compassion thing, right? What is compassion? Compassion is almost like an empath, right? Having compassion is almost like being an empath. It's when you feel other people suffering, their pain. You could, depends on what type of person you are. You may feel it to the extreme, and you may take that on, and it's like, ugh, and you think it's your own stuff. Or you may only feel it a little bit, right? Where you could look at someone and say, are you okay today? But you're not sure. But it's feeling other people's pain, and then taking that pain and that suffering that you feel from other people, that empathic feeling, and you take it and say, hey, I want you to feel better. I want you to feel, lighter, right? So you want to do something to make them uplifted. So that's what compassion is. And here's the beauty about compassion. It's not just other people's pain, but it's also about having compassion for yourself. You feel it when you sad and down, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Don't you want to bring yourself up too? So compassion. That's what it is. Feeling other people's pain and suffering and taking that and turning that into some act of kindness, love, and joy to uplift that person's energy frequency, right? Because it affects ours. Their energy frequency affects our energy frequency. And so when we're around people that we feel suffering, or we feel that they in emotional and mental pain, then we want to change that frequency so that our frequency can stay at a certain level, so that our frequency can stay up or here versus being down. So in essence, it's almost like I give you something, you give me something. This whole universe is about a give and take relationship because it's balance, right? I put out this, you put out that, I pick it up, you pick it up. So we want to change the frequency of the people around us. And one of the best way to do that is showing compassion. Having compassion for other people. So, yeah. So how can we do that? I don't know. Beats me, right? That's what you're saying, because people think compassion, oh, that's a sucker move. I gotta have compassion. I gotta feel for other. Why I gotta do this for other people? Like, shh, you know what I'm saying? And I get it. Excuse me, people. I'm a short person. Gotta reach up high. I get it. We want to know why we gotta be the one always trying to help other people or whatever. But like I said earlier, it's about give and take. If you can feel other people's suffering and pain, you could feel that energy frequency coming from them, then you have the opportunity to change that so that it can benefit you. Right? You have the opportunity to change that to benefit you. That might sound selfish. It might be selfish. But if we do it from a place of love, and our intentions is from a place of, I care for you, and we get in a process, in a pattern, in a ritual of doing this because I don't want you to suffer, then it changes. It becomes something else. It becomes something different. And in the back of our heads, we don't even realize that we're doing it for ourselves. So, yeah. But, so let's break down. We already know what compassion is. All right, I'm looking at my notes while I'm doing this. Let's think about what types of compassion they are, right? So we got compassion for self, which is internalized compassion. Compassion for others, which is external, other people. And then you have what they call receiving compassion, which means getting compassion for other people. People giving us compassion, right? And so those are the three types of compassion. Now, we're going to come back and talk about those. We'll get deep into those, right? We already know about external, which means giving compassion. We already know about giving ourselves internal compassion, right? And we already know about, well, those are two we really know about. The third one is receiving. How do we receive compassion? How do we get compassion from other people, right? Not to manipulate people, not to draw on people good side, this and that. No, it's not that. It's something totally different. So let's talk about that real quick, because that's important. To receive compassion, you have to be compassionate. You didn't think I was going to say that, did you? You didn't think I was going to say that? You didn't think I was going to say you got to be compassionate to receive compassion, right? People don't like to help people feel better when they assholes. Don't be an asshole. And so in order to receive compassion for other people, you have to be compassionate. You have to walk in a path, in a light of goodness, right? Not perfection. Not stupidity where you're always doing for others, but just in a righteous path of goodness. Your heart has to be in a good place, on a regular basis. Your intentions, and not thinking, oh, I'm coming from a good place, but actually coming for a good place. Because you got them folks out there who always think they're doing something good, and really it's a selfish motive, you know what I'm saying? And they out there manipulating people because they trying to have control. We're not talking about those folks. If you one of those people, we ain't talking about you. We don't like people who try to use people and manipulate people for their own benefit. No, and try to have control because they can't control their own internal life. We're not talking about those folks. We're not talking about you. Give them a sign, go get some water. My child. So yeah, we're not talking about those folks. We're talking about the ones who. I need more water. I knew I didn't put enough water in there the first time. It's okay. We're not talking about those people, right? We're not talking about people who try to use and manipulate you and control you. We're talking. I know I keep moving back and forth from the camera. I got stuff going on, people. I'm trying to do this right. Eyes back. No, we're not. Like I said, we're not talking about those people. We're talking about people who walk in a good path of love, good path of intentions. Those who really care for others. If you walk in that path, then people is going to always feel compassionate towards you and want to make sure that you are in good space and good spirits. So I encourage you to do that. So I just want to break that down. We already understand what internal compassion is. That means having compassion for yourself. We already understand what external compassion is, which means having compassion for other people. So now that we got that down, how do we go about having compassion for other people? You know what? This video is already long. I think that's good enough. I don't know. What y'all think? When we continue with this? People out there in social media land? You think I should continue on? Make this a little bit longer? Okay. So we're going to make it quick, though. So, those are the three things, the three components of compassion, right? And we're going to talk further in another video about how the steps of compassion and how to have compassion for other people and how to have compassion for yourself and things that you can do to have compassion. But I just want you to know that compassion is very important, right? It helps with balance in life. If you've been a horrible person when you was younger, start to have compassion now for other people and balance out your karma, right? So, yeah, we are in a frequency stage on this universe where things seem like they're upside down, but they're not. The spirits and the ancestors and the earth mother is doing things, right? Pachamama's doing stuff to make things right. And because she's doing stuff, she's opening up portals and opening up dimensions and opening up frequencies to be high and to be low and to be, like, it seems chaotic, but it's not. It's in order. And so this is a perfect opportunity to start to have compassion for one another. Because when we start having compassion for one another, we're starting to ride the wave of the frequency energy of goodness, right? And we put ourselves on a plane with other creatures and animals and spirits that's walking a good path of light, a good path of energy. Because when portals and dimensions are open, everything comes through. Any and everything comes through. And so when any and everything comes through, you got to be mindful what you attract. And so you don't want to be attracting these demons that's not good, because some demons are good. We use the word demon because we know the hell called them white people, European people, whatever people created this word because they were like, oh, Damon! Look at that Damon! Right? And they, because it was so different and it didn't look like them, they was like, it's bad. And some of them are bad, just like some of us are bad, right? Some of them do horrible things, just like some of us do horrible things. So, such is life. But you want to attract the good energies and the good spirits, not the ones that are bad and negative and horrible and it can hurt you and hurt the people you love. And so to get on the right energy frequency of attracting good energy, good spirits, good animal spirits, good entities, whatever this portal has brought in, then you have to change your frequency. And the first way of changing your frequency is showing compassion. So, I like y'all. I love y'all. I got to go work on this bus. I got to finish making my juice. And I got to yell and fuss at my daughter because this is what mamas do because we love them.
I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything. So I talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. Peace. I give to you as I give to myself. Talk to you later.